Hello, Queens and Kings. My name is Thandeka Shabangu. Welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Welcome to today's tutorial where we'll be doing our letter C using our brick stitch. So what materials we'll be using for this tutorial? We'll be using our 8-knot check beads. We'll be using our upholstery thread and our needle. So let's get started. So this is where we stopped with our letter B. So now we're going to get started with our C. So starting with our big capital letter C. So this is the first row. At the corner, standard. You pick up 2 beads. Then second bead, your third bead, sorry. So now we're going to add 6 yellow beads. So this is the back of our C, of our letter C. This is our first, and this is our second, and this is our third, this is our fourth, this is our fifth, and this is the last one. So we have to have 6 beads. 6 beads, no? Then you go back to your background color. Because now navy starts to look like black. Yo. So this is the last bead for our first line, and here it is. So now we're going to turn, we're going to pick up standard. This is a brick stitch, so every time we turn, we are going to turn using the 2 beads. Ne? We pick up 2 beads when we turn. So first, second. So this is our C, this is the back. So now we have to open up our C. Ne? So we open it at the top and then we open it at the bottom. So how do we do so? We add our first yellow bead. And then we go back to our navy beads. Our navy beads. Because we're opening up our C, here we are going to use a yellow bead at the bottom. We have to open up our C. And then we go back to our navy bead. Second bead. So now we're going to start our second row. So this is our second row, standard. We're turning using our 2 navy beads. So currently we are opening up our circle, our half moon, because this is our C. So here we're going to add our yellow bead. How are you, queens and kings? I hope you are well. In South Africa, winter is slowly creeping in. I hope everyone is warm. Yeah, I wish I could relocate and just for the next 3 months and go to somewhere where it's summer, you know. But I do enjoy winter. But what I love about winter is that you can, your body does not easily get tired. You know, the heat, you quickly get tired. By the time it's 1 o'clock, you over the day. You're like, "Ugh, can I just relax?" But with winter, that doesn't happen. I'm a bit. Before, I used to be very anxious when it's winter time because my mom would fall very sick. We always had to make sure that she doesn't catch flu, because if that happens, it's one thing would lead to another thing. Okay, so now we're going to pick up our yellow bead. She'll be admitted in hospital. It will just be a mess. So always try Guti, she's warm. So winter used to make me nervous, but I used to enjoy winter, but also another thing with the nerves. But yeah. So it is what it is. Okay, so now we're turning for our C. 2 navy beads. So this is the tip of our half moon. This is the tip. Then after that, we'll be closing our half moon a bit. So we keep on extending. So you're going to pick up our yellow bead. There it is. Then we go back to our background color, our navy bead. Our navy. We keep on with our navy bead. Keep adding our navy beads. Oopsie. Our thread is getting tangled. So we're still opening our moon, our half moon. So we're going to add 1 yellow bead at the bottom, and then 1 blue bead. So this is our turning point, meaning now we are going to work on bringing our moon a little bit. We're closing it a little bit, not complete. We're not making an O, we're making a C. So you have to bring it, close it a little bit. So that means here at the corner, now that we're turning, we're starting our new line. we're gonna pick up 2 navy, because remember, we want our yellow beads to be on our left and not on our right, because when it's on our right, we'll be opening the moon. So now we are closing it. So that means our yellow bead has to be on our left hand side. So we pick up 2 navy beads, sorry, which is our background color. This is our turning point, TP. Then yellow bead. Do you see the vision? Do you see the vision? Okay, so you're going to continue. Now, once we've added our yellow bead, we go back to our navy bead. Our background color. Okay. So now we're going to pick up our yellow bead, because our yellow bead has to be on the inside instead of on the outside. Because now we are bringing our half moon a little bit. We want it to close a little bit. So this is how it looks like. Then the remaining 2 beads are going to be our navy bead. Our first navy and our second navy. Now we are doing the second second row of our C. Do you know what? One thing about English, it keeps on running away. After 7 p.m., no man, something happens to my English language. I ran out of things to say. I don't speak proper English. But that's okay. It's not my mother language, so I'm not worried. I would be worried if I can't fluently speak isiZulu. So, oh well. I don't know why, but it has a timing. After 7 p.m. Oh, something wrong happens. But in the morning from 8 a.m., throughout the day, oh, it's fluent. I also have an accent. I tell you what, I have an accent during the day. But when it starts being in the afternoon, oh my goodness, in the evenings, it just goes away. You pick up your navy beads. Now we're picking up our yellow bead. Then for the remaining row, we pick up our navy beads. So now we're starting a new row. We're going to start with our standard 2 navy beads. You add your 2 navy beads. the other bead. So this is the last row for our capital C. Then we add another yellow, the center, pick up our navy, pick up navy bead, and then your yellow bead. So for this is our capital C, our big C. Then for the rest of the row, you add your so this is our capital C. I'm just gonna move downwards with a navy just to differentiate, and then we're gonna get started with our small letter C. So we're getting started. We start from it's easier when you start from the bottom and you move up. So start with our standard, our two. The capital letter C and the small letter C is the same. The only difference is the back. The back you add 3 beads instead of 6. And then also when you're closing the moon a little bit, but it's a small difference. But the big difference is the back. For the back of your small C, you only add 3 beads instead of 6 beads. The first bead. This is our second bead. And this is our third bead. That's the big difference. That is evident. So for the remaining part of the row, you're going to add your navy beads. So I'm going to add the navy beads off camera just to save time. So now we're starting the new row. I don't know what it is, ne? But have you noticed that when you are really broke, you'll receive those scam messages that will tell you that someone somewhere left they've written you in a will, you must contact Mr. Smith at this number. Hey. And I'll be like, who will leave inheritance for me? Who is Mr. Smith? And those messages, they always come, they always conveniently, as they are always sent to you conveniently, like when you are broke, when you need the money. Okay, so now we're opening up our moon. So we put our yellow beads before the back, not after, because we are opening. Those messages conveniently come at the time where you actually need the money. You know those scam messages, and then they send you with, hey, contact Mr. Who because there's an inheritance. How? Hey. And how would they know? How do they know, Wuti? You need the money. Or you get a message that will tell you you qualify for a 10,000 loan. Okay, so now I'm sorry I picked up the wrong bead. You pick up your yellow bead because we are opening up our moon. Hey, you qualify for a loan. Haibo. How do these people know? Good. I need the money. Towards the end of the month, you see, hey, it's for me, it's the strangest thing ever. So here at the corner, you pick up 2 navy beads. We continue to open up our moon. Pick up 1 yellow bead. Then at the center, pick up our navy beads. Then we pick up our yellow beads. So for the remaining row, you pick up your navy beads. So to save time, I'll do it off camera. Starting a new row, we're picking up our standards, our 2 navy beads. We are still opening up our C. So that means we're going to add our yellow beads on the outside and not on the inside. No? There's our yellow bead, which is on the outside. Then you go back to your navy beads. Go back to your navy beads. You pick up another navy bead. You pick up another navy bead. And then, because we're opening up our C, you put your yellow beads on the outside. So you're going to pick up your yellow bead. Now you're going to pick up a yellow bead. And then you pick up a blue bead. So this is the turning point, ne? Our tipping. We have opened up our moon enough, so now we're going to close it a little bit. So now, instead of adding our yellow beads on the outside, we're going to now add them on the inside because we have to close it. So you're going to pick up our standard package, 2 navy beads. Then pick up yellow bead on the inside. Then we pick up our navy beads. I have to change my thread. It's now shorter. It's too short for my liking. Look how short it is. And then And then we add our yellow bead on the inside. So for the remaining part of our row, we're going to add our navy beads. I'm going to add them off camera. You continue. So this is the new row we are turning. We're picking up our standard, our 2 navy beads. Picking up our 2 navy beads. I've added a new thread to help me out because wow, it was a struggle. Because we are almost closing our moon, we're going to add our yellow beads on the inside, not on the outside. So this is yellow bead. Then the next 2 beads are going to be our navy beads. And then we have our yellow bead. So another person will stop here, but let's do another option for our C. If you like, you can stop here. You can see our small letter C. And then we turn. So this is our second option. Going to pick up our 2 beads at the corner. Then we pick up 1 blue bead. And then the only tricky part is that here, only at the bottom, you add 1 yellow bead. And then you are done for your C. So for the rest of your row, you're going to pick up navy beads. So I'm going to complete the row and then I'll show you when I'm done. So this is our capital C and our small letter C. So this is where you're going to stop, Queens and Kings. Thank you so much for watching. In the next video, we'll be doing our D. Capital D and a small letter D. But I also want to break us a little bit, not only have this content, because I also like us to do a tutorial of a pattern, which is a request, and then other projects. So I would like the letters to be our side hustle, like something we do on the weekends, and then during the week we do our patterns and other tutorials, because we can't do our letters forever. How many letters do we have? So how many weeks is that of doing one thing? So I'd like us to break every now and then. Queens and Kings, ne? Thank you very much for watching, Queens and Kings. I love you guys so, so much. Remember to love yourself, honor yourself, respect yourself, and have fun. If you love the content that you're seeing, please consider subscribing. See you on the next video. Bye.